Alright everyone, so today we're going to be creating a very simple protection talisman, a runic protection talisman in fact. So the only ingredients to this, I really wanted to make it very simple so that it would be very useful to everybody no matter their budget. So a package like this should cost you no more than $5, but if you buy about 6 of them, it might cost you around $20 if you order on either, and this is the ham frankincense tube. It shouldn't cost you more than about $20 to order 6 of these tubes, and that's kind of a high estimate to be honest, so about $15, but $20 at max. If you're paying any more than $20, then do not buy from that seller. But this frankincense incense tube, this individual one, that's not even $20, should be a sixth of that or a fourth of that. They usually charge a little bit more if it's individual tubes than if it's about 6. If it's an individual tube, you might end up paying just a little bit more than if you have bought multiple of the tubes. But this is very cheap. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it in spiritual stores. Just make sure that it's a brand that's not synthetic. Hem is a very good brand. Highly recommend this brand. So you just really need one of those sticks. If you can find a spiritual shop that sells just individual incense sticks, just buy one frankincense incense stick. So, and I'm using this velvet bag. You actually don't need a velvet bag. You can use a baggie, a little plastic baggie. You can use any kind of small bag that you would like to use. I usually like to use a permeable surface when it comes to talismans, so velvet bags are pretty good because it's not completely sealed as it would be in a plastic bag. So something like this, you could probably order like 10 of them to 20 of them to 30 of them for pretty cheap on Amazon. You could probably order 10 of these for $7 to $10 at most if you're ordering in that quantity. So basically all we have is we have 3 things. We have the frankincense incense stick from him. We have a piece of balsa wood. Now this piece of balsa wood, I cut up a bunch of little pieces of balsa wood from a big block that I had. You don't need to have balsa. You can really cut wood off of anything. It can even be a piece of bark that you cut off a tree with a knife or something like that. So as long as it's sturdy, as long as it's not chipping on the edges, and it's just, a good solid piece of wood, then you'll be just fine. It doesn't need to be balsa. Balsa is good for what I'm about to do because it's easier to write on with pen, and it's actually fairly cheap, and I wanted to make the materials cheap for this video just to show you how easy it is to make a protection talisman from cheap materials. So the rune that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be basically inscribing upon this is Algiz, and I view Algiz from the Elder Futhoric alphabet. It's Nordic runes. I view Algiz as a very protective rune, and one that is protective in the sense that you are protected by Yggdrasil, the world tree, by the multiverse itself. Algiz is one of the Elder Futhoric runes where there's not as clear of a definition for it, and people, hypothesize about what the definition of Algiz is. But I think that it is protection from the multiverse, protection, by Yggdrasil herself. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be drawing that rune onto here, but also I'm going to be making designs that are very organic. I might be adding a few words of power here and there, but I just wanted to show you the organic process of making a talisman where you're just using your mind and you're just using some simple ingredients. So I'll probably speed up the next part of this video because I'm not gonna make you watch me slowly draw on this thing. So I'll probably speed up the next part of this video, but this is, at the end, I'll kind of give a synopsis of what I included in it. At any rate, let's go ahead and get started, and let's start drawing on this piece of balsa wood. All right, everyone. So basically, I have decorated. I have carved, not carved, but written in pen ink, on this small piece of balsa wood, many different sizes of algaes. I've written a lot of different extra designs to make it more a part of an individual talisman in and of itself, so that it can be very unique. And what I can do now is grasp this in my hand, slowly wrap my fingers around and say, algaes, 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 protect me. Algaes, 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 protect me. Algaes, 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 protect me. Algaes, algaes, algaes. I squeeze it tight. Then place it into this bag. When I place it into the bag, I'm going to go ahead and, you know what? I wonder if this bag will be better. So before I close this bag and make it final, I think that maybe a smaller bag will be good because it fits the form a little bit better. Once again, very cheap bags, by the way. It does fit the form a little bit better, the smaller bag, so I'm going to use that. And then in the smaller bag, as I have it in there, giving it my warmth, my energy. In there, I'm going to break off pieces of this frankincense incense stick. I'm just going to put them right in there, just all around the piece of balsa. Just need one stick and that's it. Put a piece on all four sides. One to represent the bottom, and one to represent the top. Lock it in there really good, pull it tight, and then we pull it even tighter. 1, 2, and third time's the charm, 3. Now you have yourself a simple, easy to make protection talisman with just an elder fruithawk rune, a little bit of wood, a couple pins, and one frankincense incense stick. And you might want to label it. You might want to remember exactly what kind of talisman this is. For that, you could do something like, if you don't have to do this part, but if you wanted to, you can use a post-it note. Say, algaes plus frankincense talisman. You might want to also write protection, just so you know exactly what it's for if you cannot remember. Protection. And then usually I will use tape in order to really secure it to the string. For the purposes of this, I'm just going to show you exactly, you know, I kind of wrap it around, whatever I write, I kind of wrap it around one of the strings. And then I'll tape it, I'll kind of laminate it with tape and make sure that it's secure, so that I kind of know what this talisman is all about. Which I'll probably put a little bit of tape on it just so it laminates it and connects it to the string and doesn't make it tear as much. At any rate, I hope this was interesting. I hope this was useful. I hope that this gave you some ideas about how you can easily make a protection talisman for yourself. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to shoot down in the comment section below on YouTube or contact me on Facebook at www.facebook.com/hunter.salazar, HUNTER.SALAZAR. At any rate, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see all of you on the channel in the future.